Yes, in June of 2023, when we had the waterfall conversation, that is when I believe he confessed to me, and I believe that that's when I knew that my dad had killed Kirby.
Okay, like I said, everything. So she is definitely stuck to the waterfall story. She believes this was the confession from the dad. Now, the next part of this cross is why I believe so many people, 6 people, had enough reason to be very doubtful about what they have been presented by the prosecution, because the defense went on to show the text messages that was going on between Caitlin and Karen Spence, who is her mom. And the nature of these text messages, in my opinion, is game-changing. Let's just go and watch. Let's just go and watch, because it's game-changing for me.
That one, yes.
On November the 30th, and 2022, and Dad we are eating hamburgers in a few minutes, right?
That's what she said, yes.
This is 8 at night.
Correct?
On November the 30th.
Correct.
Dad worked hard today. Inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
Implying that Dad is in Saltville, Virginia.
Correct.
Eating hamburgers in a few minutes. Dad is in Saltville, Virginia.
Correct.
Well, if he was in Saltville, Virginia, wouldn't you agree that he would have a difficult time being 800 miles away?
That's correct.
November the 30th, 2022 is the date that the Mississippi government assigns as the date that Kirby was killed.
Correct.
He was in Virginia cooking hamburgers.
That is what the text says.
Your Honor, we would move this into evidence.
So, text messages. You have to put these text messages into context. So, for me to do that, let's go back to the whiteboard. Well, not the whiteboard, you know what I mean. My playbook. Kirby, Caitlin, sorry, I should say, Caitlin gave her ponytails. Caitlin speaks with Karen, who is in Virginia. Has the text messages basically said, because Karen was in Virginia. We never heard anything about Karen coming back to Virginia. Sorry, coming back to Tipper County, where the murder had basically occurred. So Karen, Virginia, 800 miles. She is, I'll give her more hair because we have seen her mugshot. So she is on the phone. I'm gonna put the phone in her hand. Yeah, she's on the phone, messaging, saying hamburgers. Kirby had made hamburgers. And credit to the daughter, she has actually said that the dad makes great hamburgers. So Kirby made hamburgers, but not just making hamburgers. Kirby was also napping. I'm gonna draw a bed because I don't imagine Kirby to be a hammock, sunbathing kind of guy. So it was November as well. So it's well into the fall at this point. It's gonna be cold outside. So I'm gonna imagine he was sleeping inside rather than lying on the hammock, swinging on the hammock. So he is on his bed, napping. So she says, we have Karen, who says, your dad has made hamburgers. making hamburgers at 8:03 p.m. He was napping. I'm paraphrasing a lot, but let me actually read out verbatim. It says, Dad and I are eating hamburgers in a few minutes. He just got up from a good nap. From a nap. He just got up from a nap today, inside and out. The hound dogs are back on the porch. Love you lots. So that was sent at 8:04. In response to Caitlin asking her, what are you eating for dinner? At 8:03. So, a lot of problems. Let's say that Kirby, I don't know how long 800 miles is. I actually don't know. Let me try and find it on Google Maps for a second. Maybe you guys that are in the chat who probably know the area way more than I do. Hold up. Let me. Oh no! Don't actually. Hold up. I'm trying to get up Google Maps. Sorry about this. But I'm trying to find out how far. I'm trying to find out how far Mississippi is from Virginia. What state did he say that Virginia was from? Virginia directions, and that's one here. Tipper County, Mississippi. I should have done this earlier to make time, but apparently, as you guys can see, pardon the language, apparently it's 10-hour drive. So 10 hours there, 10 hours back. If he was napping, gonna give it, maybe he was tired from all the traveling. So therefore, he must have left to come back from Virginia, because he would have had to travel on the 29th to Mississippi. So he must have traveled back from Virginia at 8:03. Not even 8:03, 7:03 a.m. Let's go back to the whiteboard. 7:03 a.m. That's the travel time. That must have been a travel time to at least get back. Let's say 6:03 a.m. to at least get back to Tipper County. He would have been back at maybe 5:03 or 5:30 p.m. same day on the 30th. She gave testimony that they left Mississippi. Karen and Jeff had left Mississippi on the 29th of November 2022. If they left Mississippi on the 29th, I don't see a realm in which I just don't see it. He will travel to Virginia. Let's say they left Mississippi on the 29th in the morning. Let's say it was 9 a.m., 9:03 a.m. They left, 10-hour drive. They will arrive at maybe 5 or 6 p.m. This is the 30th. So what, for this theory to be true, Jeff would have had to realize when he arrived at Mississippi, assuming he arrived at Mississippi, not make a detour around the way and say, you know what, I forgot something. Karen, you go all the way to Virginia. I'm going to go back to Mississippi. I forgot to do something. So let's just say that didn't happen, and they actually went, because it's just impossible for him to turn back, and then Karen goes back. How is he getting back to Mississippi without the car? How? But let's just say that they went all the way 5 to 6 p.m. So let's say 7 p.m. he gets a call. Maybe if he did get a call from Kirby, we would have seen it in evidence. That didn't happen. But let's just say that he realized, or something, that they use Signal to message, or Proton Mail to send emails to each other where they can't be encrypted or found. So because of that, he had turned around to say, you know what, I'm going to go back to Virginia. That's another 10-hour drive. He would be in Virginia. I'm going to go back to Mississippi. So from Virginia to Mississippi, same day. 10 hours. Let's say he leaves at 7 p.m. That would be 10-hour drive. My math is not great here, but I'm guessing 4 a.m. So 4 a.m. he is in Mississippi with Kirby, according to state's theory. I hope you can see that. He is in Mississippi. According to the state's theory, making this deal likely at 4 or 5 a.m. Finishes the deal, and then hops back at 6:03 a.m. Let's assume he takes another 1 hour nap just to get his energy back. Takes a 1 hour nap. And then drives back to Mississippi after, now we can infer that maybe the in and out text is basically this traveling that he's doing all around the country. Minimal sleep. 1 hour naps each way. I'm giving 1 hour naps just to have this theory fit. And in a world of this, maybe this theory goes perfectly. It goes perfectly because at 6:03 he makes a journey back to Virginia on the 30th. This is Miss to Virginia. Goes back to Virginia at that point, and then reaches Virginia at 5:30 p.m. This is the 30th of November. Before you said that there. But he reaches the point there and then takes another nap. Wakes up, makes hamburgers. How likely is this? How likely is this? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're watching this back on replay, let me know if you believe that this makes sense. I don't. I just don't think humans work like this. It's possible. We have laid it out here. It's very possible that this has to be done because he is likely going to make a lot of money. How would he kill Kirby and leave him where he did around, I think he said around the top or something like that? How would he do that? Hide the body, leave back to Virginia in 1 hour. In fact, it's not out of the realm. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Murders just take instantly. We saw that in the not Karina Cooper. Well, Karina Cooper trial was one of them because he was shot in. The husband was shot in the head while he was sitting in a chair. So that's a possibility. That's quick. That's in and out. We also knew from I forgot her name. I forgot her name, but we covered her case. She was a coroner. She was a coroner. The murder took it was 5-minute window. I think she had to do it 5 or 15-minute window. This is why I believe she should have gave testimony to at least give doubt to that bit. But I'm digressing. End of the day, could that murder be done in this 1 hour window that he had? This 1 hour window from 4 to 6 p.m. 2 hours actually. Exactly. This is a round trip. This has to be a round trip just to make it back to Mississippi, because end of the day, you have to make the burgers that Karen is saying here that he's doing, unless Karen was in on it. The reason why I say this, unless Karen was in on it to make this alibi work, you have to believe that objectively, based on objective evidence, away from human corruption, not human testimony, this is text messages on the day. You have to put the fact that he is going to be making hamburgers at 8:03 p.m. So this has to be a round trip. So now let's go to the next key evidence, and in my opinions, key testimony. And in my opinion, this testimony, this witness is not really that important. She only came in to give character witness. It was Carolyn Aguayo, who is the daughter of Jeff Spence. And 10 hours each way. So 10 hours there, 10 hours back. Let me go back to the Google Maps again. I'm using the Google Maps estimate. We don't know the exact location that he would have to be traveling to. So I'm just putting anywhere in Virginia and anywhere in Tippah County. I didn't put the exact address. I don't think it makes much of a difference. It probably shaves off maybe 30 minutes from the time. And I was even gracious to just put it down to 10 hours alone and not consider the 58 minutes that we see here.